Good afternoon, Chamber friends and followers. Welcome to the 10th edition of Chamber Talk with Torrie podcast, sponsored by the Bourbon Chamber of Commerce. Joining me today is Alicia, Human Resource Officer Manager with Wal-Mart, Wal-Mart Distribution Center 6037. Welcome today. How is it?
Hello, thank you guys so much for having me today. I'm very excited to be on the podcast.
Yes, thank you. So let's just get started right into this conversation. Let's give a little bit background about you and the impacts this job has had on you personally.
So I've been with Walmart for going on 15 years. I actually started off on the store side. I did that right coming out of my senior year in high school. Oh, wow. I figured, this will just be a part-time job while I get to know what I want to do right after high school. Well, that has now turned into a 15-year career. So it has done a lot for myself and my family. Again, I started off at the store side, did a lot of different departments within the store. I heard a lot about the distribution center, but I didn't know what to believe, what not to believe. I kind of wanted to make my own opinion of the situation. So I was lucky enough to do a transfer, get accepted over to the DC. I did a lot of different positions out there. And then I quickly learned that I missed the customer service side of things from the store. So when an HR position opened up within the company at the DC, I was very excited and I was quick to jump on that opportunity. And one of the amazing things with Walmart is you don't have to have any prior experience. Oh. You're able to get into new roles, and we offer all that training for all of our associates. So that's been an amazing impact on myself and my family. I have kids. I have 3 little kids, and I'm a homeowner, so I can say I thank all of that to my Walmart career.
Yeah. And so they put you through the classes and the trainings and everything you needed to advance your career and get to this HR level.
Correct. Yeah. Even now, I'm still able to continue steps to further my career. We have a lot of programs available to do that, and it's an amazing opportunity. Why not take advantage of all that?
Yeah. It's a great story to be with a company as long as you have for 15 years. That just shows their the benefit they see in their employees and offering these extra services to keep those employees around.
Oh, yes. I know with some of them, you get into a position and you think, hey, this will only be temporary, but and it's a little cheesy to say, but yes, you do build strong bonds within your team, within your department. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a little family.
Perfect. Well, we kind of touched the basis on a little bit of the employment stuff and the benefits and stuff. So we will touch a little bit more about that as we dive into this conversation a little deeper. So, like you said, most people have heard about Walmart distribution centers in the area. What's important to the community? What's that mean to the community?
So we service 94 stores all throughout Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, a little bit of the bridge with California. Our volume is pretty ridiculous to where we first started back in the day. So now our volume is currently at, I believe, 1.68 million inbound. That's what we receive in a week. And then outbound, we have about 1.59 million a week. So it's pretty amazing to see where we've come within our facility and the stores that we service. I know back in the COVID days, it was so hard hey, I need to run to the store. Can I get a swimming pool for the kids? Things like that. And I think that was one of the amazing opportunities with Walmart, that we had so much benefits and resources for our employees, whether they were out on a leave due to COVID. They still were receiving the benefits and getting paid through that, which was amazing, because I've heard of a lot of employees that, hey, we're sorry, but you're out of work and you're out for 2 weeks or a month or whatever that would look like, and you had to figure it out on your own. So that was one of the great things that I know with us, it'd be, you'd go to the store and you get a little frustrated because you can't find that product you really are hoping for, but we never stopped. We were there. There was never a day where we stopped running. We would have to look into policy and what would change, and making sure we followed all federal regulations and guidelines. But it was amazing to see what we did during that pandemic, and how we continued to grow within the business.
That's amazing. That value of those employees is huge, especially right now with such a labor shortage that we have, trying to fill those positions that everybody has. That value is huge. So it's great to hear that that's what Walmart DC likes to focus on. So for Walmart DC 6037 in Eastern Oregon, they've been in Eastern Oregon since 1998. I was shocked to hear that. When I saw that, I was like, since 98, that's been a long time.
Yes.
That's awesome. What kind of impact has Walmart DC had on the area over the last decade in Eastern Oregon?
Well, I think over the last 25 years, one of the things that, and again, it touches me personally, is just that the generation of families that have been employed by Walmart.
Oh.
Whether you might not have worked for Walmart personally, you know, a brother, a sister, a sibling, a father, you know, any sort of family member that potentially would have worked for the company. And we see that, we get to see that. And it's amazing where you work with maybe a parent and then their child comes in right after high school, like a story like mine, where they just want to do this for the summer. And then now they're potentially interviewing to grow within the company for an automation position. So it's pretty amazing to see those generations come through the door and actually stay and work for us and see, hey, their parent worked here, now they're working here, now their kids are working here, or their grandchild. Again, we had a great story with one of our associates that her dad was working with the company, and then she came in and now she just graduated with our degree program that we offer, free paid college tuition, and she got her bachelor's degree. And so we held a little graduation party for her, and we were just so excited to see just another amazing story of what the company does, and you know, with it being a global company and having those roots in this small area, it's just amazing to see.
So they can be a global company, but yet still have that small town feel and understand that, you know, family is huge and focus on that family and recognize that. That's great
definitely.
That's great to see. You kind of touched about a little bit on regarding education and training and college tuition. Do you want to touch a little bit more about that? Anything that you have missed on that?
Well, for our company, a lot of people ask. A lot of questions that we do get to see from candidates coming in is sometimes like, do I need to have a high school diploma? And no, you do not. You do not have to have a high school diploma. Again, that's one of the great things with the company, that we can set your skill set based on that and kind of put you in different positions within the building and then allow you to take the steps to grow within the company. Right now, again, we're growing rapidly. We're getting to have construction for automation and Symbotic, and don't ask me a lot about that because I'm not the expert on that, but we have now been able to hire engineers. Some are coming from New York, some are coming from California.
Awesome.
We've been able to grow our team in those types of ways, and now seeing our hourly associates that have been with the company and started off potentially like an order filler and have no education, be able to go into those automation roles. So we're very excited for that future and what that will hold. And yeah, I think that's something that we're very proud of for this year.
That's great. So when you talk about the college education stuff, are you limited to colleges around here, or can you go to state? Where do you go?
It is an online program, yes, and then we'd offer different positions based off what career goal you want to do, or certificate potentially. Right now we're hiring a lot for our maintenance team, since we are going to get ready to go live with automation. We'll have to have our own separate maintenance team just for that automation. So we do encourage a lot of our associates that potentially are just an order filler or a loader, that have potentially that maintenance background or want to further their degree with that, to look into those certificates that they offer. So
it's the college education is ran strictly through Walmart.
Yes, it's an online that you'd go in, and it's kind of like college. You go in, you get an advisor. They ask for your transcripts and kind of set you and place you on where you need to be on what your goal is and what type of degree you're wanting.
That's great. So you talk about Walmart now. So you got the Walmart stores, you got the Walmart DC, and then you also have like your college education through Walmart as well. So it's just kind of another one of those great little fingers, part of the global company that Walmart is.
And how we're rapidly growing.
Right, exactly. So when you talk about some of these positions, do you know what like starting wages are?
Yes, so we do have a lot of different positions right now that we're offering. One of the benefits is based off your availability. So let's say I have 3 kids. I want to be able to be with them, especially right now in the summer months. I want to be able to be with them for the weekend. We do have set schedules. So depending on your set schedule and where you are working is where you're starting off. So potentially you can be at $21.55 an hour or earn up to $25.25 an hour. So it just depends on the shift that you're hired for, because depending on, if you're working nights, you do receive a premium for working nights, because
Right.
it's not a more desirable shift. So we do try our best to help our associates and place them on a shift that they work, that work for them in their home life, and then give them that benefit added, if it's an overnight shift or a weekend shift.
Perfect. So, and when you start talking about like the pay and stuff, benefits, what are benefits looking like?
We have a lot of benefits available day one. You can start earning some sick time. After 90 days, you can start using some PTO time available. We offer 401k, dental, medical, a lot of benefits, 401k, stock, things like that are associates, especially like me growing up and within the company, started off that young, I'm like, I wish I would have invested in stock, back then. So we like to have, start off our benefit fairs just so that our employees can continue to have that knowledge of, hey, what is out there? What type of benefits? Not to even mention like the associate discount card that we offer, and you go to the store and save, some money on your groceries, and we have that expanded in the holiday months. So it's just, I can go on and on about those benefits. So it's just an added bonus to that.
That's wonderful. So you've talked about jobs, we talked about education, we talked about all that stuff. Let's talk about an opportunity that's coming next week, next Tuesday on the 11th. What do you got coming up?
So we do have a job fair on site. We will be at 1455 Southeast Feedville Road in Hermiston, so at our distribution center. We are slotted to be there from 8 a.m. to about noon, and we will be doing on-site interviews, on-site facility tours. So the only thing is, make sure you don't have any sandals on.
No open toes.
No open toe. Make sure you are ready for those facility tours. But yes, we will potentially be doing same-day job offers. So we're very excited to get that opportunity out to our community. So yes, we're there. You don't even have to wait for the job fair. You can pre-register. You can go on to walmartcareers.com and set your application so you are ready to go. But we will have computers available because our application is online. But we do assist to getting that set up.
Nice, that's wonderful. So that is July 11th from 8 to noon. Out there at the big giant building along 395 in Feedville. It's pretty easy to find, actually. So we touched on that, and we'll go back. What's Walmart DC's impact? How do they support the community, and who do they support, and how do you go about that?
I think that's one of the things that a lot of our community members aren't aware of. We do offer a lot of benefits available for nonprofit organizations. We were lucky enough to team up with the I Love My City not too long ago. We had I want to say over 100 associates that came out. We laid out sod in one of our new parks. We were able to donate all those funds raised that day to the Made to Thrive organization. We've been able to partner with our local Walmart store to donate bikes to our school. I think it was the grade schools that had perfect attendance. They were able to receive, join a raffle for a free bike. So those are just some of the things that we are able to do within our community that I guess sometimes we don't speak on a lot. We're just like set in a way of like, hey, let's go to work, let's get this done. But we do want to take that time to know that we're out there. We're able to offer water. When it was a pandemic, we were able to offer a lot of water pallets to some of the organizations. We've been able to team up with some of our local high schools and donate 2x4s for some of the projects that they have. So it's just been pretty cool that we're continuing to work with those high schools with all their events. We love being out there with this with the kids. I think not too long ago, our general manager, JC Holler, JC, was able to go down and last year to feed some of the athletes at the Hermiston High School. They were able to donate some tacos, I think, that they had. So yeah, it's just a lot that we do out there for the community. And if you have ever any questions, you're more than welcome to call our facility directly. If you're asking for a possible donation for an event that you guys have coming up, anything like that, we're able to assist and help you with any of that.
Yeah, that's great. I know that the Boardman Chamber of Commerce over the past couple of years has submitted those requests, and we get a pallet of stuff that we are able to go and raffle off and receive funds from and support usually it supports our scholarship program that we give out to our students. So we were just really thankful for that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So any nonprofit, and
Yes.
they just contact the DC.
Nonprofit. Yep. You contact myself. You can contact my co-manager Christina Olivas. You can give us a call directly and just say, hey, I need some more answers within donation requests. But yeah, we've been able to work with some of our local churches. I think the most fun one for me not too long ago was the I Love My City, because you put in that work and then you get to take your kids over to that park and say, hey, I like that song.
My hands went into that.
Yes.
That's awesome. So how can people learn a little bit more about Wal-Mart DC in Eastern Oregon if they're interested?
So we are open 7 days a week. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't know. The
I didn't
HR
realize
team,
that.
yeah, the HR team is there 7 days a week. So typically our office hours are about from 8 to 5, but you're always more than welcome to stop on in. Make sure you bring your ID with you, because you do have to check in at the door. Let them know, hey, I'm interested in speaking to the HR team within, whatever it's regarding a donation request, or you're wanting to apply, or you just want more information on benefits. We're there. You can set an appointment to speak to someone directly. But yeah, we also have those computers available 24/7 to stop in and apply. But again, HR is typically there 7 days a week from 8 to 5.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you today for this great conversation. I learned actually a few things myself. I didn't realize that the education part was another line of finger of Wal-Mart directly. So that's great to hear.
Yes,
That's pretty cool.
No, I think that's one of the things that is very amazing, because you think, hey, this is as far as I can go with my career, but no, Walmart is always there. Hey, where else do you want to go? We've had associates transfer also to, like, hey, I'm working in Hermiston, but I want to go to college in the Portland area.
Yep.
Can I possibly transfer over to one of the stores? And we offer those facility, we can facilitate those transfer opportunities. And obviously they potentially might want to transfer back because their family isn't from Hermiston.
Yep.
We have an associate that has transferred over to the Corvallis area, and now it's summer, so he wants to transfer back and be here with his family for the summer. So those are just amazing things that Walmart offers. You don't have to leave the company to relocate.
That's wonderful. Another benefit to the Walmart family.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I just was going to touch on it. I just thought about it actually. You're talking about your job fair coming up next Tuesday on the 11th from 8 to noon. What are some positions, who are you looking for? What type of person are you looking for? What positions are you looking to fill?
We have a large variety of positions right now. It can be anything from an order filler to a loader, to a receiving associate, to a potential operations system operator, a symbiotic. We're now getting into that possible go live here soon, so we will be filling a lot of positions internally or potentially externally. So we just have a large variety of positions, and that's just within our facility. We have been lucky enough to now have partnered with our transportation side, and we are actually offering associate to drive program, which is amazing. Sal, one of our associates, could potentially, if I want to drive for Walmart, I could potentially start driving for Walmart without having any CDL background, anything like that. So we will be potentially losing some of our associates, right? But it's for a great cause. And so we will most likely also be backfilling those positions. So we will have definitely, I want to say, at least over 30 positions to fill. We want to get ready for peak season coming up. So
the holidays.
Yes. Definitely a lot to offer.
Awesome. Well, that is great. Thank you for all this great information. And thank you for the personal impact that it's had on you as well. I mean, a 15-year career with somebody is amazing. That's great. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you need any more information regarding our discussion today or about the job fair, you can find information on the Bourbon Chamber's website and social medias, or you can also reach out to, where can they find this information at from your side?
So they can log into the walmartcareers.com, select our zip code 97838 or surrounding Boardman zip code. I don't know your guys' zip code.
Okay.
And then our facility is DC 6037. And again, you can give us a call, 541-564-4600. Ask to speak to someone in the HR team, and we're always there to help.
Awesome, that was great. And do you guys have social medias?
Not at the moment. We had a lot of little issues with social media, but we are getting ready to go live with a couple more. And I think an Instagram and a Facebook and potentially things. Now these kids with the TikTok and Snapchat, everything, right? But yeah, we're getting ready to do that here soon.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, viewers, for joining us for the 10th edition of Chamber Talk with Torrie video podcast. Sponsored by the Boardman Chamber of Commerce. We look forward to seeing you guys next time. And on that, have a great, wonderful day and stay cool. It's going to get hot out there. So we will see you all next time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.